You a lover, but you steady talking tough. We stay ready, so we know for calling bluffs. You thought you had it till you seen us coming up. We step up next, all disrespect, and it ain't no letting up. You a capper, get your feelings hurt a lot. Ain't got no rapper trying to claim the top spot. If it's too hot to get the fuck up out the war room, we on a mission. They got time for all these fake goons. Who's scared, nigga? You started soon as you see me come through. You won't see when we started, you was on two. You got your feelings hurt, you up this work, what you gon' do? Cry baby bitch if you scary to go to church. And after I meet you, we can see if that shit work. I get it up the mud, I don't mind playing in the dirt. Without your friends, all your bitch ass can do is lie and lurk. You're talking tough, but it ain't shit to make you buy down. The bar reloaded, but don't come here with your hand down. I'm slapping bitches and I'm stomping all they friends out. We play for keeps them on the week, you belong to me now. You a lover, but you steady talking tough. We stay ready, so we know for calling bluffs. You thought you had it till you seen us coming up. We step on next, all disrespect, and it ain't no letting up. You a capper, get your feelings hurt a lot. Ain't got no rapper trying to claim the top spot. If it's too hot to get the fuck up out the war room, we on a mission. They got time for all these fake hoes.
I ain't never been in the room that I can't control. I've had a problem switching from lady to beast mode. I'm hypertension, leave you angry bitches ankle swole. Or foaming at the mouth with achy necks, lip nose. You know I stand on business firm, bitches 10 toes. Positively negative, bitches 0. Got this complex AO on deck and a black voice. I spit a soul about y'all, hey, your family, the court. Blood over wine is not good night. You bitches got a choice. I said more is the first time. We don't do remorse. I'm from St. Louis, come here, come here. Two different things. Keep talking shit, got the robotic, knock out Sonic. Lemon pepper, step out, lemon pretty wings. Mississippi Valley, if you're great to be a queen. You can't handle my pies, niggas ain't nothing nice. Living for one, you don't want to war with them nights. It's Cleopatra Kelly Young, better get it right. Not a life. I get the tippy, flipping over shit. Make your head a tippy raw. You don't want a war, bitch. You want a war, bitch. You want a war, bitch.
You a lover, but you steady talking tough. We stay ready, so we know for calling bluffs. You thought you had it till you seen us coming up. We step on next, all disrespect, and it ain't no letting up. You a capper, get your feelings hurt a lot. Ain't got no rapper trying to claim the top spot. If it's too hot to get the fuck up out the war room, we on a mission. Ain't got time for all these fake goons. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, I ain't been live in a minute, but that's changing today, right? Because, you know what I'm saying? Boom, I got things going this week. Why? Because you know what I'm saying? People. It's just because people, right? So, what we got going on, though? We got Hemi versus Silky on Friday on Paradigm Shift. It's going to be... It's the Bible all fairy tales. That's the name of that debate. Don't ask me why I didn't pick it, right? Silky he liked to sign up for ass whoopings. I don't know what to say. History with Tiffany, that's coming. You know where Tiffany tells you all about history. Why stuff that's happening today has an impact because of things that have historically happened. Things that have historically happened with different countries, different politicians, different legislation, different all kinds of stuff in history. She knows it all. So recently, I was on Paradigm Shift, right? This weekend for real. And I judged a debate there, which Paradigm Shift, I love that channel. You know what I'm saying? It's real entertainment. And they have a lot of good debates. They have a good series going constantly. They constantly have something going there with their series and getting everybody involved and doing stuff for their debaters and everything. I like how DMG stood up for, his judges and everything when the guests were getting out of line, right? That's perfect to me for
a platform. So if you're looking for debaters up and coming anything and you want to debate, you just try them. So I ain't talking about them. That's just where the debate happened. Let's talk about these two debaters. Horrible. So we have a title like, did Columbus come here before Africans? Right? Baby. That already you're like, why is that a question, right? But if you have been on the scene for a while, you've seen me on NAC, you see me on Mossy, you saw me on Ghetto Engine, whatever that is, Vino's channel. You saw me on Smoke Signal channel before. I'll be over there. You know, and we fight a lot of people about this. You know what I'm saying? About the coming to America, when, you know what I'm saying, if people even came over here, like they like to deny the whole slave trade sometimes. When they came over, what happened here, like why do we know this, how, right? We have to do this all the time because it's not something that people learn in elementary school. In elementary school, you learned that Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue. He thought this was India, called these people Indians, and you know what I'm saying, they sat down, broke bread, and then all of a sudden we had some colonies. You don't hear the actual story for real. And to think that people know all of the story like that and are saying this stuff is crazy. So clearly, if they're saying that this didn't happen and all this stuff, they can't know history. You can't know it, right? So I'm not going to assume you do know it, because this is the question that we're answering in this debate is, did Christopher Columbus get here before Africans? We know you don't know shit, because this is the question, right? So we can't, I would never assume that we are meeting somewhere past the point of Christopher Columbus coming here and not seeing no Africans, because you don't even believe that that's true. That's why this is the question of the debate, right? So since nobody in the entire world, like, I don't know where people have been when we learned how to debate, but that you do not have to bring a case for yourself is crazy. To think that you can just say, hey, scientists studied this before, you know what I'm saying, they said that it's facts, you know what I mean, so I don't know, you know, it's nothing more for me to say. Yeah, no, that's not gonna cut it. It shouldn't cut it on no debate. And anybody that's supposedly your friend should let you know that that's never going to cut it on no debate. You need to come with information, not a sentence, and then have more information on debunking an author than proving your point. Right? I'm not saying that debunking isn't necessary. It's for sure necessary. It's for sure necessary sometimes to let people know that this is not true, but this is true. I can't just tell you this isn't true, and I'm not even filling in what is true though. What is true, right? I cannot, and I'm not just going to say it and expect you to believe me. Hey, look, I have read this source. It said Christopher Columbus came over in 1492. Bam, believe it. So then when he says, hey, I got this source that say that Native Americans have sickle cell, what? Bam, believe it. What? I mean, what's the difference in these two, right? What's the difference here? So we need something. We need to show something, anything, right? The person who said that Africans came here before Columbus, I expect pseudo information. That's all that you can use for that, right? So I'm not shocked or in awe that he used information that people would consider pseudo. Oh my God, Ivan Van Sertima? Of course he used Ivan Van Sertima, right? Of course he used all of this stuff that people use. Of course he did that, right? However, I'm looking for the actual factual. Where's the facts on this stuff? Where can you demonstrate that we clearly know that's not true? Because if that was true, then all of this shit would have been here beforehand, right? All of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? They would have had updated everything, right? Not only would they have had been around different diseases, right? They would have had updated weapons They would have had updated thought processes. They would have had updated a lot of shit had they had met some people from the old world before Christopher Columbus and them came over here and started wiping them out with their, you know what I'm saying, barbaric ass ways, right? So first I'm going to talk about this. So what is debating, right? What is that? So debating is a structured, often informal discussion or contest where individuals or teams present and argue opposing viewpoints on specific topics or propositions, aiming to persuade an audience or judge. Is this AI? Yes. Because during the debate, that's all I've seen people use, right? But either way it goes, that's AI. It's telling you what a debate is, right? It's a structured, often formal argument where two individuals or teams, right, are trying to prove a point, not disprove a point, right? They're trying to prove their point to judges or each other or whatever, right? That's what AI told me today, right? But we're gonna go a little farther because I'm not y'all. Okay, so right here, we're looking at what is a debate. What is this? This is the American Debate League. Dun, dun, dun. You know, we real American nowadays. We all into the politics and everything. So we're going to go American Debate League. So they say a debate is an organized argument or a contest of ideas in which the participants discuss a topic from two opposing sides. Those who agree with the statement or idea are the pro side. Those who will not agree with the statement or idea are the con side. Okay, each side will show in an organized and clever way why they believe to have the right answers. And they will use examples and evidence to support their idea. Wait, hold on. Let me reread. Hold on. They will use examples and evidence to support their ideas while working towards a conclusion. Examples and evidence. All right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Because to me, you know, when it's examples and evidence, that's like, you know, studies and data and, you know, I don't even know, a primary source or something, right? Evidence and examples to prove, right? Not just saying, you know, at some point in time, people researched this and they, you know, they said he was here first. Pat on my back. So let's look at their sample debate topic, right? Let's further delve into this, okay? School uniforms are an important part of a student's education. That's the statement. So we got somebody pro that. They're like, hey, yeah, school uniforms make everybody look alike, poor and rich students, you know what I'm saying? People don't got to feel like they, you know, that they are left out and all this stuff. Is easier to get along, right? Uniforms give students a sense of belonging to a certain school. Uniforms are easy and cheap to clean. Bam, simple. 3. Pro arguments. I didn't see any of them trying to talk about what con people was going to say. They just gave, you know, okay, but then we have con, right? The example arguments for the con on this is that school uniforms don't allow students to be individuals, right? They restrict students from expressing themselves, right? Students don't need uniforms to feel like they belong. Uniforms are expensive to buy and they wear out fast. Like, so really, like, what are we talking about here? Okay. So the con argument is telling you why they disagree. Period. I don't got to tell you about, you know, what the pro people are going to say and why I don't like what they got to say. I'm about to tell you why now you disagree with the statement. Right. So, this here says, you know, how do you win a debate round? Right. What are these things? Right. So you learn skills to win. Right. So you have to have a full understanding of the topic you are debating about, a full understanding of the topic that you are debating about. That means that you know both sides thoroughly, because that would be a full understanding of the topic you are debating about. So if somebody asks you a question like, what is this treaty? And you're like, well, I don't know. But yet you were on the pro side of this, it kind of makes you feel like you don't really know what you're talking about. You just know the consistency said blase, blase, right? So you need to have a full understanding of that. So who are the people the debate is about? Who is presenting the argument? What is the debate about? Where did it take place? When did it take place? Why? How? All of this, right? So if you can answer all of these, right, with examples, right, because that's not examples and evidence to back your statements, right, then there you're going towards winning a round, right, in a debate. And this is in the American Debate League, right? This what they got to say about it. So what I basically showed you was the basics of debates, right? Like, boom, a debate, a simple debate. We know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're presenting a side, they're presenting a side, both trying to convince the audience or judges or whatever that your side is the best side of this debate. You know what I'm saying? What I also showed you was an example debate where you see a pro side and they're giving pros to the question at hand, right? They are on the affirmative, right? So they're showing you why, you know what I'm saying, this is true. This is true. And we have that negative side who gave their case for why it's negative, right? They're showing why, this is false or whatever. So, you have to give a case in both instances, right? And when providing a case, you need evidence, right? You need examples. You need these things. You can't just say this definitely happened. Scientists share it happened. That's not proving anything. That's not helping anybody, and that's not doing anything, right? So I'm not done though. Right? Because once again, I'm not y'all. Anybody ever heard of Lincoln Douglas debates? You know what I'm saying? It's a format of debating, right? And in this format, you have let me see. I could probably pull it up right here. Hold on. In this format though, it is here you go. Just be enough. You have the first person for the affirmative, they come and they tell why this is the best. They're showing you their affirmative argument flat out. It's not about rebuttals. It's not about the negative. It's not about nothing. This whole first thing is why I got it. This is the reason why we got it. Okay. Then the next thing is the person comes in and they cross-examine the negative side. They cross-examine them. They ask them, some questions about what they just said, right? Then the negative gets to go. They get to go ahead and say why they disagree with the statement, not addressing the affirmative, right? They are giving their negative case. They're making their case right now for why their side is the best side. Okay, and then you have this person come in and they're going to rebut them, right? They're going to rebut them, you know what I'm saying? The same thing. Then the negative comes in and then with theirs, and then the affirmative comes in with theirs. Boom. Simple, right? So that wasn't why I came here though. I came here for this case construction. This is something that people keep on missing when I'm talking to them, right? So the purpose of a case is always the same: to establish your points of offense for the round. And in case you aren't focused on responding to your opponent yet, because that will happen in your rebuttals. Instead, the purpose is to make your core points that will carry you through the entire round. Okay? These points establish your offense. Okay? This is where you show this is your evidence. This is where we need your evidence. This is where we need your examples. This is where you show it. This is where you demonstrate that you know what you're talking about and that your side is the best side. Okay? I know You know what I'm saying? Like I said, people just don't think that they have to give an argument when they're debating. That's crazy. Because that's what you're here for, to debate. So, hey, listen. You know me, though. I spend my money where my mouth is, right? So, you're going to see it. You're definitely going to see it. You're going to see me put together a presentation because Lord knows none of you motherfuckers back there will debate me. Okay, we already know this. We've established that you're not ready. We've established that half of y'all don't even know how to debate. And we also have established that your ego is so loud and so big that it chops your ears off. It makes you only hear yourself and anybody that's going to kiss your ass. You've got the wrong one today. I will never say something just because you want me to. For what? Who are you? Right? I'm going to say it because it's right. I'm going to say it because it's what I believe. Right? And I'm going to stand on it because that's what I do. And if I ever am wrong, I can say I'm wrong. Unlike y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's your problem now. That's why you're running around group to group and YouTube to YouTube crying and shit. Because you can't take what somebody has to say. Constructive criticism ain't in your veins. It's not in your blood. Right? But that's okay. Because you don't have to watch me beat this argument up. Most of you won't because, you know, your ego for sure can't take it. Right? But it's going to happen. Right? Because I just put niggas to shame all the time. And I was trying not to do it yet because I wanted to debate somebody on it. But none of y'all step up. All of you all suck. Everybody. It sucks. So you can find me Thursday or Friday, one of the two. I'm just going to come on and show you how to construct that argument to show evidence as to why Africans weren't here before Columbus. Besides just saying, well, I mean, the scientists said so, the historian, they said so. Hey, they had said that. They said black people weren't even here till the 1500s, see? You know what I'm saying? Here go this one dude. We know his name. He was one of the black people that had came over here. One of the blacks. One of them. No, we're not doing that. Who cares? Like, what are you talking about? What are you saying here? Does that mean that he was the first one? No. He was one of them. You can read his bio and it's going to say he was one of them. Right? So he's not the first one. He's not the only one. And who's to say that it wasn't some here before then? That proves nothing. It proves nothing. So once y'all hear what I have to say, you'll see, oh, okay, this is what people are looking for. And it's what your friends should be telling you that people are looking for. Is what other people should be telling you you're looking for. It's because you agree with the other side, right? Don't mean that this side presented the way they should have. They didn't. Because nobody have to come with extra information if you gave the information necessary. Nobody would have to stop it and show more shit or go on top of what you said if you presented it the way you should have and could have. Right? But if people want to just, you know, gaslight and be like, oh, you right because science said, by all means. But then what is the point of having a debate circuit when you don't give a fuck about the actual debate? That makes no sense. You could have just went and just, you know, everybody at. What is the point in the debate when you don't care about how you're debating? You don't even care about the sport of debating, of trying to prove a point. You're not even trying to prove a point because you said the scientists already proved it. So I don't got to do anything. I chose this topic to sit on my ass and say, but they said, but they said, and but they said. What? You know, I just expect more from a community of people who like claim that they want to read, they claim they want to show somebody, they claim they're smarter than somebody, and then when it's time to put that on display and show it, it's like, oh well, well, shit, scientists said. What? No, that's not a way to prove anything. It is not, and I'm sorry, it's just not. And then on top of that, right? On top of that, you want to cry and whine over and over and over again and get angry, right? That shit is crazy. It's really crazy. It's not hard. People, oh, it's hard to get up there. It's hard to do what? Because you're literally sitting there reading word for word off your slide. What the fuck is not hard to read anything? Especially something you supposedly fucking wrote. The hard part should have been getting the evidence that wasn't. That's the hard part. The hard part should have been getting the evidence. The hard part should have been, you know what I'm saying, making sure that you drive points home. That should have been the hard part. Not reading from your own slide that you wrote over. It was trash. I've never seen such trash. And then such people want to cry about the trash. Like, what? Oh, why didn't you just pick him just because you know that they came first? Because I'm not motherfucking dumb. Didn't nobody ask me to come be biased or just judge off what I know. They asked me to judge a debate. And baby, it's trash. And so you want me to pick the best of the worst. Two people who didn't prepare. You got two people who didn't prepare. And one person who was on the affirmative who didn't affirm a damn thing. So, yeah, no. Absolutely not. I'm going to hold your feet to the fire on this one. But you'll see me. You'll see me Thursday and Friday. So, anyway, I guess I'll go. Hemi on Saturday versus Suki. I know. But it's Hemi, so, we're going to go support it. And it's Paradigm Shift. We can go kick it over there. They really have a good show and a good after show and stuff, right? So it's not gonna be 20-minute rounds. I think they have like 10-minute rounds, like easy. You know what I'm saying? Not that hard. About the Bible being all fairy tales. Yeah. I think that's it. So, adios, amigos.
We the champions, trouble no missing. Speak facts, let the world stop and listen. Barbarian swing, every boy hit the mark. Cut through the noise like flames in the dark. We the champions, ain't no retreat. Still sharp and still, every word, every beat. On the mic or the stage, we control the game. Barbarian debate, yeah, they remember the name. Paint the battlefield vivid, every lyric's a stroke. Turn your whole team to ghosts when the truth is provoked. Bar for bar, I'm a titan, got the heavies in awe. Lines heavy as Atlas, hold the world in my claws. I see life through the prism, talking dark in the light. From the dirt to the throne, every wrong made right. Barbarian minds, they got the truth in my veins. They talk heat, but they fire don't match my flame. Flip the map, global presence, I'm a legend in time. They clock out, I clock in, redefining the grind. Cutting lies like confetti, watch the fall of the sea. Barbarians hold the key, now they ain't safe in these streets. We the champions, trouble ain't no missing. Speak facts, let the world stop and listen. Barbarian swing, every boy hit the mark. Cut through the noise like flames in the dark. We the champions, ain't no retreat. Still sharp and still, every word, every beat. On the mic or the stage, we control the game. Barbarian debate, yeah, they remember the name.
Correcting pseudos is fun, it's like righting the wrong. Honey, death toll is large from me collecting the pawns. We keep their heads on the wall and bring them back just for fun. Barbarians is lurking, but really what can be done? Meta AI is no match, you better read more than that. We redefining the game, and you lame just to blame. If you wanna play, set it up. We set the bar, you ain't tough. Step in the ring or you must. Don't waste our time with the fuss. I tip my hat cause you brave, and you the next one we claim. We toast to drink to your name, and then we spark up the flame. I don't care if it's one or two. No, they back by the whole crew. Don't bother running. Once we come in, we gonna collect you.
We the champions, trouble ain't no missing. Speak facts, let the world stop and listen. Barbarian swing, every boy hit the mark. Cut through the noise like flames in the dark. We the champions, ain't no retreat. Still sharp and still, every word, every beat. On the mic or the stage, we control the game. Barbarian debate, yeah, they remember the name.